Get ready to trade ordinary for extraordinary as we step into a world where time slows, champagne flows, and every mile is wrapped in elegance. Let's discover rail journeys where the ride is just as extraordinary as the destination. All aboard?
Welcome to Travel Tuesday with Teresa, the ultimate source of wanderlust inspiration. Join the journey led by your host, Teresa Belcher, founder of Honeymoon Islands.
Hi, everyone. I'm Teresa Belcher, founder of Honeymoon Islands. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this. Today, we're in luck. We've got Julie Owens, who is the Director of Leisure Sales with Belmond. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you so much. It is an honor to be here with you all today.
Awesome. So I don't know if people have heard of Belmond. I would assume you've heard of Belmond Hotels, which is a collection of luxury hotels around the world, but not many people around the world know of Belmond trains and Belmond boats. Belmond trains, this is what we're focusing on today, is luxury rail travel. And today we're going to explore the art of luxury rail travel, the legendary Venice Simplon-Orient-Express, which is in Europe, that Belmond owns, as well as the breathtaking Andean Explorer in Peru and the Royal Scotsman in the Highlands of Scotland. So I'm going to release it over to you, Julie, and off you go.
Thank you so much. It is an absolute pleasure to be here with you all today and take you around the world via rail with Belmont. Belmont, we are owned by LVMH. So Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy purchased Belmont in 2018, and it has just been absolutely incredible. We work very, very closely with our other maisons, and I'm so excited to take you around the world. So, our first stop is one of the wonders of the world, Machu Picchu, where Belmont has hotels from the moment you land in Lima to when you're actually staying at Machu Picchu itself at the Sanctuary Lodge. And there's several ways to get up there, but we're talking luxury today. So we're going to talk about the Hiram Bingham, which is the luxury day train that takes you to Machu Picchu. It is an absolute experience. You are served a Michelin star lunch. Champagne is flowing, pisco sours. We have live music, and you're just climbing up the mountains, anticipating one of the most incredible days of your life when you get to explore the citadel at Machu Picchu. You have the observation car here, which turns into quite the party. I can tell you that. It's you can take the train round trip on the way up and on the way back, and each experience is so different. You have the anticipation of what you're going to experience, and then on the way back, it's just a huge celebration. Everyone is really feeling a magical of Peru. So this is our day train, Hiram Bingham, that you can take to Machu Picchu. And we are extremely proud of our overnight train, the Andean Explorer, which goes through the Andes. It leaves from Cusco, goes all the way up to Lake Titicaca. It's a 2-night, 3-day experience, and it is actually the highest train route on Earth. So imagine going through the Andes, waking up to the sun rising, and having your morning coffee, just knowing you're one with nature here. And then after breakfast, you'll get ready to go on your first excursion, which our team has put together, and you get to explore this incredible area. And then you come back and have again a pisco sour or champagne in our beautiful bar cart, which has all local coloring and artistry for the textiles. As you can see, you definitely know you're in Peru with these bright colors here. And you get to enjoy an incredible Michelin star meals as well. Celebrate with friends, and we have live music in the evening and sleep very, very comfortably. We have 3 different cabin categories. As you can see, they are all quite spacious with huge panoramic views of the Andes. It's an amazing experience for friends, couples. We actually have a lot of honeymooners on this as well. So it's you and just about 28 other people, so super intimate. And then after a day of exploring, you can enjoy an incredible massage as you're going through the Andes via rail. So those are our two luxury trains in Peru. Again, we have hotels, 7 hotels in altogether. And now we're going to jump continents and we are going to head over to the UK for our newest train, the Britannic Explorer, which we just launched this year. She is the only luxury sleeping train throughout the UK. We are offering 3 night itineraries throughout the countryside, all round trip London. So if you're going over, hopping over the pond to London, this is an incredible experience to go and explore kind of hard to get to places. And we have 3 different itineraries exploring Cornwall, where you're going to be seeing some incredible farms and castles, and then Wales as well as another itinerary. We also have the Lake District. So, something that's super exciting about our itineraries, we have been working on these for over 5 years. And again, Belmont is owned by LVMH. So, Moet Hennessy, we have access to different wine and champagne houses that many do not. And something I recently learned is that the UK is actually known for their sparkling wine. So you'll get to explore and enjoy all of that. In addition, you can also stay at our properties in conjunction with our train. For the District, we're going to arrange an incredible dinner gala at our property, Le Manoir de Quatre Saisons, which is in Oxfordshire. And then when you come back to London, you can stay at our property, the Cadogan. So as you can see here, this is like a rolling garden on wheels. You know you're in the UK here with these gorgeous textiles, the florals. Here we have the bar cart. So imagine going off and having such a fun and fulfilling educational day, coming back here, having a great gin and tonic or sparkling wine, and just recapping with new friends that you met where you're experiencing a lifetime of memories together. Again, this is a suite only train. So here are the suites. I mean, stunning. I could live in this room. You have plenty of space with your queen size bed, a nice seating area, dining. If you'd like, you can dine in your room, but I do recommend dining in one of our 2 restaurant cars as well. And a stunning bathroom, as you can see here, and makeup area too. So you get ready to go in full glam if you like. Now, moving on to the Venice Simplon-Orient-Express, the king of trains and the train of kings. This is bringing train travel back to the glory days of the 1920s. You step on board with a champagne on hand, and you just feel the history and the elegance of this incredible train. It is truly a celebration of just being on the train. And we have brought it back to the heyday of train travel. As you can see with this intricate woodwork, we have Murano glass. These are our grand suites. We have several different cabin types for this. So we have our historic cabins, our suites, grand suites, and l'Observatoire. So if you are looking for an absolute bucket list experience, the Venice Simplon-Orient Express is it. They're normally overnight excursions. Our most popular is Venice to Paris, Paris to Venice. So, for example, you're staying at Venice at Belmont's Hotel Cipriani. You're picked up via boat and whisked away to the train station. And then, as the Venice Simplon-Orient Express pulls in, everyone in the train station stands still. It is such an experience just to see this beautiful train. You get on board, and then you're given champagne. You have your butler show you to your room. And then as you're leaving Venice through the canals, and then you go through Italy with the poppy flowers everywhere, you're sitting down to an incredible lunch. And then after that, you go back to your incredible room and you have high tea brought to you. And then it's time to get ready for the evening, where you'll have a five-course dinner in one of our two restaurant cars. And then after that, it is an absolute celebration. The party does not stop until the last person leaves. So we have live music, and you are meeting people that are just beyond excited to be part of this incredible experience. You'll have people that are in their 20s all the way up to their 80s, and the energy is just contagious. It is such an incredible, incredible experience to be on the Venice Simplon-Orient Express. And this past year, we launched a very special carriage called the JR carriage, l'Observatoire, where you can actually have your own entire carriage, which will come with a suite, as you can see here, your own library, your own dining cart, your own massive bathtub. If you want to entertain, you can entertain up to 20 people in your own carriage. This is truly a moving piece of art. So if you're looking for that one in a lifetime experience, you have the Venice Simplon Express. And then on top of that, you can have your own carriage on board. And that's in La Observatoire. And this past year, we were super excited to launch Villagiatura by train, where we will be taking our train down to Italy, and we are going to be adding 2 nights at our properties. So we have our properties in Venice with Cipriani. We have our property, as you can see here, we have Portofino, Splendido, Caruso on the Amalfi Coast, and Villa Semicali in Florence. So your clients will have 1 night on the train from Paris and then 2 nights to experience our incredible properties where we have created the most amazing itinerary for you. For example, when you're staying with us on the Amalfi Coast in Caruso, you will have a gala dinner in our gardens and a boat day around the Amalfi Coast. For Portofino, you'll be spending it at Splendido, which just finished a 3-year renovation. And then Villa Semicali in Florence, where we are reopening this year after a full renovation. So talk about the ultimate villeggiatura by train. We are very excited. We're launching these. We have one in May, June, September, and October. So please talk to Teresa about that. And the Royal Scotsman. This train is magic. It is round trip Edinburgh, anywhere from 2 to 7 nights, going throughout Scotland, round trip. So you get to choose. And it is like a rolling country house on wheels, if you will, where you'll have excursions included. So visiting castles, playing golf, of course, again, LVMH, Moet Hennessy, incredible whiskey tastings that is really hard to have access to. And then in the evening, we have different events going on where we'll invite local storytellers on board, or we'll have local musicians. On the final night, we encourage our clients to dress up. We can assist with kilt rentals, and it's just a massive celebration again. So we recently launched our grand suites, which, as you can see, talk about sense of place with the gorgeous tartan. You know exactly where you are. And then we have our Dior Spa. So you go out in the morning, you go to the incredible castle, then whiskey tasting. You come back for a 5-course lunch, and then you have a Dior Spa massage as the train is moving through the Highlands of Scotland. I can't think of a better experience there. And our season for this is April through October. So the best time to be in this area. And then jumping continents. We're going to Asia, where we have our Eastern and Oriental Express, which has recently won one of the best train routes in the world. And I can agree with that. I was lucky enough to go on this past October. So you fly into Singapore, and then it's 3 nights on the Eastern and Oriental Express going through Malaysia in the most amazing and comfortable and gorgeous setting. As you can see here, we have 3 different cabin categories again. We have one of the best Michelin star chefs. So the food is out of this world. So you have excursions in the morning, then you come back on the train, you move to the next destination. And with the excursions, you can choose from anything from biking to caving to photography walks to cooking classes to motorbike. So it really varies in activity level, and is quite exhilarating. I can contest to that. So here you are in one of our 2 restaurant cars, and this is several of our cabin types here. And one of my favorite is the observation cart. So you are literally going through the jungles of Malaysia. You're seeing monkeys on trees. You're going through small villages where children are waving at the train at you. And then one day you're in Penang, which is one of the food capitals, and you're exploring this exciting city via rickshaw or motorbike. You're on the back of the motorbike, which is a safe thing, or a cooking class as well. And then you also get to go to Tamnagrin jungle, which does have tigers if you're very, very lucky. But again, you can choose from a yoga in the rainforest to caving. It has something for everyone and is such an amazing way to explore this remote part of the world. So if you are heading over to Singapore, the Eastern and Oriental is a must. Again, it's a 3 night experience, round trip Singapore. Last but not least, I know we're talking rail here, but I could not miss out on our boats. Les Bateaux Belmond, where we own 7 boats throughout France. They're really floating villas. So we do recommend charter only for 4 to 12 guests, and you can curate exactly what you want. So, for example, if you're really into cooking, we will work with our crew to make sure you're going to the market with the chef to pick that out, or going to cooking classes. And we have 6 night sailings. The season is April through October. And as you can see, our different destinations here throughout France, we go to Champagne, Bordeaux, Burgundy, and again, does it get any better than this? So this is great for families, friends. As you can see here, some have their own small swimming pools. And we are super excited about our newest to the fleet, Marguerite, who's in Burgundy. And this holds 8 guests, so it has 4 cabins, and it is just stunning. We have access to different wine and champagne houses for your clients, for yourself. And then we also have a new girl on board here is Coquelicot. Not supposed to have favorites, but I think this is it. Coquelicot is based in Champagne, and it has 3 cabins for 6 guests, where you actually get a special day at Renard Champagne House, and you get a tasting and a tour, and then the master sommelier comes back on board to curate a one-of-a-kind lunch with our chef for yourself. Talk about luxury, slow luxury, where you can just really enjoy everything around you while sipping champagne, eating incredible food with family and friends.
Awesome. Julie, thank you so much. I do have a question. First of all, your presentation was wonderful. It makes me want to
Yeah.
travel now again after traveling so much. But dress code for Venice Simplon-Orient-Express,
Yes.
is there a strict dress code?
We do recommend black tie. It is part of the appeal as well, the energy of the men putting on their tux and the women putting on their gowns. So it's not, we won't ask you to leave, but it is strongly recommended for sure. It is kind of a dress to impress experience. So
That's
it's part of the fun, I think.
and that's what makes it extraordinary as opposed to ordinary. So
Exactly.
you did great. If anyone is interested in going on any of these trains or hotels or boats that Belmont has, please reach out to me. I'm Teresa from Honeymoon Islands, and I will leave my contact information below or behind this video. And until next time, if you can dream it, we will create it. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Stay tuned for more episodes that will unveil new horizons and immerse you in the beauty of global discovery. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, if you can dream it, we will create it.